Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Welcome back to Elevating Us podcast, where we discuss how to enhance and excel your personal journey. Now, it is July of 2024. Y'all, first of all, I know that I say this a lot, but I just cannot believe how quickly time is passing. And y'all, we are already in the second half of the year. Like, literally, we have 5 months left of 2024. And so this month is your coach's birthday month, but we are going to get into it and really prepare for what's about to happen. Now, let me just give a disclaimer to start with. If y'all don't know, August the 3rd at the Chris Ramsley Community Center here in Chattanooga, Tennessee, we are hosting our first workshop, The Becoming, an evolved version of you. So y'all make sure that y'all stay tuned. We are going to just have a ball at this workshop, and we're going to really talk about how to become an evolved version of you. I promise y'all do not want to miss out on this workshop, but we are going to go ahead and get started with this week's episode. And this month, this July, we are talking about excelling in your evolution. Now let's get into what that means. So with this week, we just want to start off with optimizing our space, okay? Now that we are entering in the second half of the year, a part of doing our mid-year assessment that we did last year, now we want to enter the second half and we want to declutter, honey, because one thing about it and two things for sure. If you have a cluttered space and a cluttered mind, how can you truly excel into the best version of yourself? How can you fully function if you have so many chaotic and cluttered things that's going on in your environment? You cannot. Let me be honest. You cannot. Like, it just doesn't work like that. But our first tip is we want to optimize our environment. So what does that mean? A part of optimizing our environment means that we are creating a supportive environment, a supportive workspace, and a supportive home environment, okay? So we are taking the time to declutter everything, okay? You want to break it down in increments, but we are starting off with whatever room first, whether that be your bedroom, your living room, your kitchen, your office, whatever the case may be, especially your office or where you are majority of your time. You want to make sure that you prioritize decluttering that space. So we are getting rid of things that no longer serves us. We are getting rid of junk mail. We are getting rid of clothes and all the miscellaneous things that are junking up our space, okay? We want to make sure that we create an environment that is easygoing, easy flowing, and adding positive things in there. So if you are a person who likes the picture positive mantras, then you want to post that on your wall, absolutely do that. If you are a person who has a system for sticky notes that are posted, absolutely do that. But if you have different miscellaneous things, paperwork, whatever the case may have you, that is just sitting there and you are not utilizing that, you want to make sure that you are getting rid of those, okay? Donate it to Goodwill, give it to someone in need, different things like that. Because if you're not using them and they're literally cluttering your space, you're not going to be able to effectively function and complete your daily tasks and then be able to set new goals and implement those new goals, okay? Now, along with decluttering our physical workspace, hear me out when I say, you guys have got to declutter your digital workspace, okay? So on all these devices, contact logs, social medias, emails, everything, okay? You want to jot down, today we're working on decluttering our email. The next day we're working on, or the next 2 days, we're working on getting rid of those contacts that no longer serves us, or the contacts that we no longer use, okay? If these contacts, whether they be in your contact log or whether they be on your social media or in your inbox and your emails, if they no longer serve you in a positive, productive, effective manner, it's time to get rid of it, okay? If you have not used that number and a year, 2 years, get rid of the number, okay? It doesn't matter if it is personal or business. If it does not serve you for a positive benefit, then you want to get rid of it, okay? If you have social media and you have things, especially with the algorithm, if it no longer serves you, or if it's not bringing positivity and productivity and ways of how you can better yourself, time to get rid of it. Unfollow that account, block that account, whatever the case may have you, okay? We want to make sure that with optimizing our space, we are doing that in every way possible, and understand that yes, it can take a little bit to declutter and delete and, all the things, but it is going to be for your benefit. So you are out with the old and in with the new. Out with the things that no longer serves you and that's no longer productive or positive, and in with those new habits, new connections, new contacts, different things that may have you that will benefit where you are right now and motivate you to get to where you're going, okay? It's all a part of the process to becoming the best version of yourself, of taking those small actions to help motivate you to keep going throughout your day, to help motivate you to find new ways to optimize your time or find new hobbies, different things like that, okay? And with getting rid of the old and implementing the new, we want to make sure that these are all things that are positive influences on our lives, okay? Everything that you do, everything that you watch, every person that you talk to, it needs to have some type of positive influence on where you are right now and where you are trying to go, okay? If your circle, whether that be your friends, your family, your career, if it is not serving you, if it is not motivating you and having a positive influence on you, we want to take care of that, to say the least, okay? Without having a guilty feeling, we want to distance ourselves from those networks and circles that does not support where we are trying to go in our next season, okay? Or even where we are right now. We know that we have those circles that we have been in for years, but they are serving the old version of us. And we have to learn how to be okay. Part of that, giving yourself grace and acceptance, but we have to be okay and guilt-free of breaking away from those circles and having new circles that are a part of our positive motivational journey, okay? If those circles are not fueling your new goals and aspirations and the new levels of where you want to be and where you're going, without guilt, we have to say, we had a great friendship, we had a great, co-workership, whatever the case may be, and we can still, communicate, check in here and there. But as far as that close communication, you have to come to a level of it's okay that we don't communicate no more, because we are on two different levels. And not to say that you're better than the next person, but it's to say that I'm on my personal growth journey and I have to be intentional of who and what gets my time, energy, and attention, so that I don't get distracted to get into my goals, so that I can make sure that everything is in alignment in a positive, motivational, productive way, okay? But that's just a quick tidbit for this week. We want to make sure that as we go into this second quarter, we are excelling in our evolution. And the first step to excelling in our evolution is making sure that we are decluttering our environment, whether that be where we live, where we work, who we communicate with, what we watch on social media or the TV or different things like that, okay? We want to make sure that we are taking the time to optimize our environment and implement a positive, supportive environment to help us truly thrive in our journey of becoming an evolved version of ourselves. Now, as we go throughout the month of July, we are going to continue to talk about excelling and evolving. Y'all stay tuned. Make sure that y'all like, follow, and subscribe on all social media platforms. And I really hope to see you guys all at the Becoming Workshop on August the 3rd. Y'all stay tuned for more details. We'll see y'all next week.